Site Intel, which tracks international terrorist activity, recently put out a memo warning that ultranationalist users on Telegram were hinting at violent action if Democrats steal votes again. "I'll vote and also build local groups of like minds to move from observers to patriots taking action," one person wrote on Telegram, according to posts documented by Site. The Sofan Center, which tracks extremism around the world, published an intelligence bulletin last week identifying widespread calls for civil war, echoing some of the most violent rhetoric that accompanied the lead-up to the January 6, 2021, Capitol insurrection on platforms like Reddit, Parler, Telegram, Gab, and Truth Social. "A massive, absolutely overwhelming truth tsunami of continental proportions that will wash away the stench of rot and corruption from the world," another wrote. "Nothing can stop what is coming." This narrative is coupled with the presumption that the only way Democrats could win in hotly contested races, or maintain control of the House and Senate, is if they commit election fraud, baseless claims that are being amplified by influential mega figures. And the prospect of yet another election being stolen is fueling threats of violence from the right. It's not just online chatter on fringe sites that's driving these fears. Influential right-wing figures with large platforms, like former Trump advisor Steve Bannon, are stoking the flames, telling their supporters that the stakes couldn't be higher this midterms and that Democrats will do anything they can to steal the election. Bannon, on his War Room podcast, has described the upcoming election as the most important midterm election since 1862, which took place during the Civil War. "I just know that they're going to engage in massive election fraud," InfoWars' Alex Jones said on an episode this week. "The Democrats know there's a landslide that you've been predicting that we see all the evidence from. They've done the math. They're desperate. They know they're losing." Far from a landslide win, recent polling from the New York Times found that 49% of voters were backing the Republican congressional candidate in their district, compared to 45% supporting the Democrat candidate last month. The same poll found that Democrats had the edge by just 1%. Some current and former members of Congress have been painting a dire picture of what could happen after November 8.